Promise me. That together, the three of us will bring about a new age of peace.
Are you okay? Drink this.
Father, are you?
What a miserable place.
Please, allow us to have some. Have mercy on us.
Think of the children.
Move! You're pathetic. Shall I put you out of your misery?
Wait. What you carry is a gift from the Emperor to starving people. What justification could you possibly have for ignoring their plight?
Such insolence! How dare you speak to me like that?
This merchant has confessed everything. You had him purchase goods from corrupt scholars and sell them for you in the city. In exchange, he offered you bribes and business favors.
Scoundrels! Don't you know how hungry we are?
Silence! Stay back! Son, wait! No! You!
I don't know who you are, but you have my thanks.
Call for reinforcements! Sir! Even more are coming? More soldiers are coming!
Hey, you two. This way. We won't be putting the townspeople at risk here. You can fight without restraint. There is still much I must do. But I swear that I will get you out of here.
I don't know if he's trustworthy. But either way, we'll have to cut our way through. You know, I didn't have the chance to thank you. I am very grateful for your help. Though it was rude of me to accept it without even asking your name. Tell me, what are you called? I take it you are a warrior traveling the land like myself. From where do you hail? That is quite intriguing. You fought with such effortless skill. I've never seen anything like it. I'm curious to know where you trained. So you have no memory of your past? Now I see why you cannot tell me where you were from. In any case, it was fortunate I met you when I did. Most wandering warriors won't lift a finger until they hear talk of compensation. But you are not like the others. I see you walk an honorable path, wielding your blade for the weak. By your parents, or a teacher, perhaps, or maybe an old friend. Whoever it was has taught you well. Are you aware that there have been many similar happenings of late? Soldiers and officials alike oppress the people for personal gain, and the people must turn to thievery for food. All the while, an endless rain has rotted the wheat, and the winds have brought sickness. Countless lives have been lost. Perhaps this is heaven's way of lamenting the state of the land. Is that where your doubts lie? You are an odd one. I am sure you have also heard rumors about the Way of the Great Peace. They are a cult that follows a great sage called Zhang Xiao. Recently, I've been hearing their ranks are growing rapidly. Their promises of a brighter future must be drawing in the powerless masses. I've spoken too much. It has already grown late.
A country that has long been divided will reunite. One that has long been united will become divided. Long ago, the Han Dynasty was founded by Emperor Gaozu and re-established by Emperor Guangwu. And yet, heaven's will is now clear. The coming age will inevitably be one of great chaos. That is why you must bring peace to the world. The guiding light already lies within you. Rise now, guardian of peace, and take flight.
Here we are. This is your room. But you're a bold one, if you don't mind me saying, to be traveling in such times. Trouble and strife everywhere, they say. Not to mention all the talk of thieves and bandits hereabouts. Oh, able to handle a blade, are you? A fighter, perhaps? Seems like that's the only way to survive in this world of ours. You are planning to stay here for a while, right? If you're looking to find work as a soldier, why not consider joining the militia force? This is the governor of Yo's domain. He's always looking for skilled warriors. Why, just yesterday, a volunteer force visited his lordship. But I shouldn't be gossiping about others' affairs. That said, I am a businessman, and I like to stay informed. So, if you have any questions, just ask. Ah, is that so? Well, the day's still young. Once you've unpacked, I suggest you visit the town. Now, if you will excuse me.
Guardian of peace. It seems there is still light within your jade. That itself is proof that the turmoil across the land has been eliminated. Although it is still very faint at the moment, that light represents the hopes of the people. Hope provides people with the will to live, and with that determination, they can change the world. Eventually, this cycle will guide the realm toward peace. I believe this is also connected to your forgotten past. That is the very reason why you were entrusted with bringing about an age of peace. In the end, you will even regain your memories of me in this form. It is time for you to go. Your true journey has now begun.
Ah, I didn't know you had returned. Are you okay? You seem a little dazed. I suppose you must be tired. We've just purchased quality incense from an herb seller. Apparently, it will help you get a great night's sleep. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to prattle on. Please, excuse me.
It's been some time. Or perhaps I should say it's nice to meet you. Do you remember? About the village? About us? So, you really have forgotten. I am Juha, a guardian of peace, an adjudicator of life and death. Our role is to eliminate those who would sow chaos. You don't remember even that? And yet, if you are really so intent on defeating Zhang Jiao, maybe you are still one of us, with or without your memories. I can see your eyes haven't changed at all. And if you truly have not changed, then you may one day remember who you were. But until that day comes, you must survive. Live to see your task through. I will watch over you until then. The great sage Jiao. You wish to stop him, do you not? The Yellow Turbans, who rose up for peace, have now become the very calamity that plagues the people. And this calamity will continue to affect them until it is eliminated. So, I have come with advice. They say that the Yellow Turbans use magic from the heavens, but their magic is nothing but an illusion. They simply burn incense nearby to cause hallucinations. Your eyes alone can see through their trickery. Watch how the wind flows. It is an ability that only you possess. I must go, but we will meet again.
I am of the same opinion. While our men were thrown into confusion by the sorcery, your militia alone kept your heads. None can dispute your contribution to our victory. I will ensure your efforts are recognized.
Why, thank you, Lord Cao Cao. We owe our success in battle to this warrior, who saw through the enemy's sorcery. He, too, deserves your lordship's praise.
I see. So, that clear-eyed gaze of yours sees through sorcery, does it? You rise above the chaos on the ground, roam the length of the battlefield, find the path to victory. Like a bird of prey soaring in the sky, Ziluan, that should be your name.
A winged omen that heralds the reign of a good king and condemns that of a wicked king, leading the world toward peace. Peace and the Luan.
Cao Cao, stop warbling like a poet. You're just confusing them.
His lordship is a true scholar.
Still, Zuluan. It has a nice ring to it, and fits you well.
Yes, I like it too.
It's not our opinion that counts, though, is it, brother?
A lively group you have here. I shall be counting on you in the coming battles.
Has your old ability come back to you? Your eyes can see things others cannot. That should help you in the fight against the Yellow Turbans. Defeating the enemy is our purpose. Placing yourself on the battlefield may help you regain your memories. To stop the leader of the Yellow Turbans, Jiao, our goals align. Besides, you must survive for the sake of those who did not. That's incense. The same type the Yellow Turbans use to create their illusions. But right now, it's being used for communication. Follow the scent. There. You'll find someone waiting for you. Very few people know how to use this incense. You would do well to remember that. Congratulations, Ziluan. You've regained another ability. The Yellow Turban Rebellion shall soon be quelled, following the death of their great sage, Jiao. Listen, this is what you must do. Head west of here, beyond the plains, hidden within a valley, there lies a small village. He is there, in the place we used to call home. See to the end of the man who sought peace and shook the realm instead. Welcome back. So, you saw to his end in that village, but your memories have not returned, have they? You cannot remember who you are. Ah, so he told you, did he? Once, there was a group of people with honorable intentions. They aided Emperor Gaozu and assisted with the founding of the Han. It is said that they excelled in combat, that they could read the winds and manipulate incense. They were the guardians of peace, those who upheld tranquility from within the shadows of history. You used to be one of them. So, you must have seen it. As the long-reigning kingdom weakened, and the land descended into a state of tumult, our village also changed. Should we continue to support the Han, or should we help bring about a new age? Clashes over decisions, with no correct answers. And in the end, many lives were lost, in battles that were never recorded. But you survived. You are the last of our wings, carrying the weight of those we lost. The great sage Zhangjiao knew who you were and entrusted you with his dreams. You must continue to soar and find the hero who will save the realm. Even if your wings grow heavy as they become coated in blood, you must not fall. For you cannot find a true hero from the ground. Siluan, a sacred bird who soars through azure skies. We will meet again, when you need me once more.
Lose your way, and you shall be punished by a guardian of peace. And now, here you are.
Guardian of peace. I am glad. Congratulations, Silwan. Now you too have become a guardian of peace. When you first arrived in this village, I didn't know what would happen. But I am glad to see how you have grown.
Oh, hello. You're back a little late today. The Yellow Turban Rebellion was starting to settle down, but now new uprisings are springing up all over. The world is becoming a dangerous place. Professional soldiers have been kept busy, to say the least. We appreciate your service. Ah, I almost forgot. I came to bring you your letters. Who knows? Maybe some wealthy lords have need of your services. Well, if you have anything to ask me, now's a good time to do it. Yes, a few arrived while you were away. You should take a look at them later. From now on, I'll just put all of your letters in your room when they arrive. Is that so? Then I'll be on my way. Oh, you're just the one I wanted to see. I have a favor to ask of you. I'm running out of incense for the rooms. I'd like to replenish my stock with the same stuff I've been using, but there is one problem. I haven't seen the man who sells it to me around recently. I hate to burden you with such a trivial task, but would you mind finding him for me? Well, he's an herb seller, so perhaps you could start in a place where good quality herbs grow?
You are deeply versed in our aromatic arts. Find the one you seek by searching your past.
Well, how about it? Do you have any idea where he might be? That's what I like to see. I know you're busy, but I'm counting on you.
Silwan?
Silouan, what are you doing? This is no time for idle wandering.
He's right. We should hurry.
Huh? There's someone here? I see. The innkeeper sent you. Sorry to be such a bother. Zhang Zhao, the leader of the Yellow Turbans, used some special herbs. Rumors of their origin led me all the way here. As incense, they induce visions in those who smell them, and as medicine, they cure fatigue and heal wounds. You could even say that most of Zhang Zhao's miracles were made possible by the power of those herbs. But this is surprising. I never expected anyone other than him to know about this place. You wouldn't just wander over here by mistake. Was this once your home, perhaps? A vague response. It is only natural that some past events escape our memory. But your case is very unusual indeed. It seems that your past has been completely erased from your mind. I can conclusively say that I have no idea. I've never encountered anyone like you before. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say that you are suffering from some kind of formless malady, and finding a cure for such a thing is beyond my current abilities. This is quite humiliating and intriguing. Would you mind if I traveled with you for a while until I find a cure? It may surprise you, but I am a skilled doctor. I can treat you if you are injured and even earn us some money for travel. I thought that may have been asking too much, but you didn't even need any convincing. Thank you. Now, let us strike while the iron is hot, as they say. Let's go back to the inn and start by sorting through your experiences and everything that has happened. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name is... Well, you can call me Yuan Hua. Now, can you tell me some more about yourself, my traveling warrior friend?
Excuse me. Might I have a moment? Right. I am Sima Hui. Some call me Shui Jing, or Water Mirror. I wander the lands, seeking joy in seeing the world, deepening my knowledge, and connecting with others. I knew I had to speak with you, as you have a truly distinct air about you. Something about you reminds me of a newborn child. Yet at the same time,
You seem like someone who has fought through much hardship. I'd very much like to find out what kind of person you are. Ah, so you do not remember your past. Right. Now I understand. But clearly, there is more to you than meets the eye. Fascinating. Well, I would happily welcome you at my retreat, if you could spare the time to visit. I'll be able to inform you of what's going on in the realm, share local rumors, and possibly even introduce you to other visitors. I am sure the journey that lies ahead of you will be eventful. Please, let me offer you some help along the way.
Oh, Ziluan, welcome back.
You've been rushing about from place to place by the looks of it. Rebellions here, battles there. The world's worse off for it, I'm sure. It's times like these that we need the Emperor to put on a show of force to restore order. Well, if you need anything, I'm here. Oh, is that right? Then don't let me keep you. Rest for as long as you like.
Oh, good. You're here. I just took a message for you from someone who said they were with Wang Yun. They said Wang Yun is waiting to receive word from a collaborator, so he wants you to stay here in town for the time being. Also, he has some business to attend to in town, so you should feel free to go and ask him if anything is unclear. I'm not sure what this is all about, but please try not to put yourself in too much danger. I can't cure you if you're dead. Ziluan, I've returned. The number of wounded and sick grows each day. The majority of local doctors must have already fled. No, don't worry. I want to do this myself. But, Ziluan, this is my advice as a man of medicine. Lord Wang Yun may have ordered you here, but I think we should leave Luoyang. To stay is to invite death itself. Luoyang has become a battlefield. One wrong word could mean the end for you.
Excuse me. I wish to speak with you about my father, but I see that I am interrupting.
Oh, I see. I have some other matters to attend to anyway. Please, take your time.
Even if we eliminate one source of unrest in this world, another will soon take its place. I suppose some people may be saved by your actions. However, the realm is too vast, and the state of things too complicated for a single individual to make much of a difference. If you simply end the suffering of those nearby, it will take a long time to achieve the goal of a peaceful world. That is why you must choose a hero. Someone who can strive to create a new world beyond the chaos. By walking alongside such a person, you will be able to realize a true age of peace. Eventually, you will need to determine which hero is worthy of walking alongside you.
It's no use. The town's full of soldiers. What should we do, my lord?
Ziluan. Come, this way.
What is it? What?
Very well. I trust you.
That should be the last of them. I'm glad I made it in time. I told you that we'd meet again when you needed me. Well, that and Dongjuo. If you plan to kill him, then our goals are aligned. My duty is to eliminate anyone who threatens the peace. You remember. That's good to hear. Some time ago, I asked you to find a hero who could save the land. I wonder, could that man be that hero? I see. But remember, whether or not he's the hero we seek, you must stay alive. And I will make certain that you do. Ziruan. Understood?
Things have finally settled down a bit. What a relief.
Your swift intuition really saved us there. Thank you. Was someone giving you advice? I suppose I'll have to thank them too.
So then, what shall we do next, my lord?
The same strategy will not work twice. We must attack with an army massive enough to crush Dongjuo, even if it throws the land into chaos once more.
And how are we to gather such an army? Our forces alone aren't up for the task.
We must garner the support of the nobility. I will take care of that. I want you to come with me. We can't betray that girl's wishes, now can we? That's what I like to hear.
I have to say, though, this was one tough day.
Agreed. You should all try to get some rest. I'll take first watch.
Run! Run!
Go, Ziluan.
You're a little early to take over guard duty. What? Do you have a nightmare or something? You should go back to sleep. A tired body will earn you no valor.
You must be our commander. I'm proud to be serving you.
We're a varied bunch. Some of us are well-versed in the martial arts, while others just came from sowing the fields. But we're all the same in wanting to make the world a better place. We look forward to your command, sir.
Then allow me to see you off, Lord Sun Jian.
The ways of the beast are not fit for men. Yet they have not the will to provoke change. 3 sprouts have budded, guardian of peace. Now you shall see how they grow.
Captain. I heard that the coalition is being disbanded. What are we supposed to do now? I know this might be too much to ask, sir. But may we continue serving under your command?
Through this battle, all of us feel that we have discovered the place we are truly meant to be. Although this may be presumptuous of me to say, that place is by your side. And so we beg of you, take us with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We won't let you down.
We appreciate it, Captain. Each one of us will put forth every effort under your command.
Oh, my esteemed guests. It has been ages since you last graced us with your presence. I'd heard there was a dreadfully large battle over at the capital and assumed you hadn't made it out alive.
Is that any way to speak to a guest?
Oh, heavens me, do excuse my manners. I'm of course always happy to see you return here in one piece. The long journey must have exhausted you, so please, rest for the day, and if there's anything you need, please feel free to ask. Is that so? Then I'll be on my way. Get some rest and enjoy your stay.
This is a world of greatness and strife. Heroes once bound by friendship are set against each other by fate. You must find your own ambition. Discover a way through the chaos. The choice is yours and yours alone. Only your will can guide you.
Is there something on your mind, Zilwan? I haven't seen you since the incident with Dongjo. I'm glad you're doing well. Have you found the hero, then? Someone who can bring us all peace. I see. Among the likes of Cao Cao, Sun Jian, and Liu Bei, is there anyone worthy of being called a true hero? In time, they are certain to clash with one another. When that happens, with whom will you side? Your decision will set the course of our future. And those who take the wrong path, just as Zheng Zhao and Dong Zhuo did, must be eliminated. So, choose wisely. The next time we meet, I want you to show me the choice you've made.
Good to see you, Zilwan. I just made it back from a journey myself. Yes, you could say that. The world truly is a dangerous place these days. There is no end to the wounded. I'll take the work, but I can't say I like to see people hurt. You know things are good if the doctors have time to grow bored. The Yellow Turban Rebellion was the needle that popped the boil. All of that pus is just oozing out across the land. Zheng Zhao wanted to change the world, and he may have succeeded in a way. Well then, let's get back to work now, shall we? What else are we going to do? You haven't already forgotten why I came with you, have you? Today, we're going to dig deep into your past, Zilwan. The place where I first met you, Zilwan. I think we may be able to find some clues there.
You've gotten stronger, Zilwan. Strong enough to be out there as a guardian. But can you parry this? Sorry. I guess it was a little too early for that. But you really are getting better. Keep it up, and you'll get there soon enough.
Juha, why don't you take some time to train him in earnest? At this rate, you will only ever trail after Juha. Rote repetition will eventually spoil your natural talent.
Let me clarify what Bailuan is saying. He means that you're gifted, so you shouldn't give up.
You're impertinent. If you know he has talent, why aren't you training him more? He needs a serious teacher.
Well, Bailuan, if anyone is being impertinent, it would be you, because I am serious. Ziluan was born outside the village, and yet he's able to use the abilities that we are trained for from birth. His eyes have abilities that ours do not. And that's why I'm preparing by having him face a powerful opponent. Me. After all, practice is the key to success. Ziluan, if you can master the abilities your eyes possess, you'll be able to not only match me, but defeat me. Exciting, right?
You sound as if you're hoping to be defeated. That is not exactly something I wish to hear from my bodyguard. I expect diligent efforts from you, Juha. All for the sake of peace in this realm.
Look at you, acting more and more like a village chief. We won't let you down, Bailuan. Right, Ziluan?
As long as you understand. Juha, Ziluan, keep training. When I take my position as chief, you are the ones I will rely on.
Ziluan? You suddenly went still. Is something wrong? Judging by your state, I'd say you've had some sort of vision. I suppose we now know that this village is of some special significance to your past. And on top of that, the air here is filled with the scent of a very distinct herb. Could this be what Zhang Jiao used? Do you think that perhaps all of these things together brought some of your past back to you in the form of a vision? I've heard that smells in particular can trigger memories of past events. Do you remember the instance Zhang Jiao used to induce visions? I think what we are smelling here is the herb he used to make it. It's possible that you may have used this very same herb at some point in your past. Perhaps we could make some incense that has the exact same scent as what the Guardians of Peace used. Or we could... that's enough for today. We could come back from time to time to see if we can discover more of your past. Your experiences in battle, the people you meet along the way. These kinds of things may also yield some clues. Luan and He, the names of the legendary sacred birds. They are heralds, said to appear only when a great ruler emerges. Juha, Bailuan, and Ziluan. The three of you were given your names in the same place. You were raised together there. And you trained in the art of combat in that same place too. Even after losing all memory of such arts, they remain engraved within your body. You have been trained by a great teacher, Ziluan. One of the best. My father, he taught me the secrets of medicine and healing. My father was a famous doctor, known far and wide. Some even called him a saint. Imagine that. But he overworked himself to sustain that reputation. When he fell sick, for all his gifts, he was powerless to save himself. It is said that we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, but I doubt I will ever climb that high. But now, here you are, Ziluan and Juha, reunited. Words cannot express how much I envy you.
Liu Bei has overcome his indecision. He shall hold fast to his ideals, but the way ahead is unclear. Nonetheless, these ideals mark him as a man capable of rising above all others. If they become reality, the snake that crawls the earth will take flight and rule the sky as a dragon. guardian of peace. If you believe that Liu Bei is the hero that will bring an end to the chaos, then walk alongside him. Sun Tzu has dispelled his doubts and discovered his path. Though lacking the wisdom of years, his spirit burns with unmatched fervor. If his small spark is guarded and given proper kindling, eventually it will grow into a great blaze. A blaze that will light up the realm, spreading hope to people with its warmth. Guardian of peace. If you believe that Sun Tzu is the hero that will bring an end to the chaos, then walk alongside him. Cao Cao has decided on his goal and gained the means to fulfill it. With pure reason as his guiding principle, he aims to control the land. However, so steadfast is his dedication to this principle that he risks eliminating not only corruption, but compassion as well. His path will be a trying one. If his conquest is to succeed, countless lives will be lost. Guardian of peace. If you believe that Cao Cao is the hero that will bring an end to the chaos, then walk alongside him.
I almost didn't recognize you. I see you have new clothing. It suits you well. Ziluan, I must ask you again. Can the hero you've chosen bring peace to the realm? Of course, nothing has been settled yet. But be careful. For if your hero throws this land into turmoil, I must put an end to him. Pray that our paths merely intersect and do not collide.
There you are. I'm surprised you haven't grown tired of this view yet. Do you like it that much? You know, no matter who you talk to, you never change. The others all treat me with deference, given that I'll be the next chief of the village. And I am responsible for repaying that respect by guiding and protecting them. I'm ready, and yet the weight that I must bear can be suffocating at times. I know the world is vast, and that I am not the only one with such responsibilities. But you're from the outside. You must know how isolated this place is. I heard there was another rebellion down south. Only one fate awaits those who oppose the Han. The leaders of these rebellions must be aware of this. How could they not be? But there is a reason they are so determined to act. Soon it will be our turn to play our roles. We will be asked to eliminate the leaders of the rebellion. Siluan, are you ready? It's a role you should know well. The Han Dynasty is collapsing, discontent is rife, enemies within and without plot its demise. It cannot go on, something must give. The time will come when we must risk our lives and fulfill our roles as the guardians of peace. Ziluan, listen. When that time comes, you and Juha will become my wings.
A duty you would give your life to fulfill. To tell the truth, I've never understood that way of thinking. I mean, what good are you to your duty or anyone else if you end up dying? When he lived, my father was lauded as a saint. But now that he's gone, nobody so much as speaks his name. But I suppose we all have our own way of doing things. Who am I to say what the correct way is? Still, I wonder what Bai Luman was trying to achieve. The title, Guardian of Peace, sounds grand, sure. But what exactly do they do? Perhaps if you can untangle your past, you will find the answer.
Let's see if we can catch up.
I'm ready. I'm gonna catch you. This is a familiar sight. I remember when you first came to the village. The child we've taken in is just like you when you arrived. You were sitting there on your own, looking dazed. Your eyes were empty, as if you weren't even there. So I started chopping river rocks in half with my bare hands, just to get a reaction out of you. These children playing here know nothing of the world beyond the village. I was just like them. But not you. You wound up in our village after losing your parents to war. How could you simply forget all that and join our games? And that wasn't the half of it. You had to learn how to fight and become a guardian of peace. I couldn't begin to fathom what was in your heart, but I decided I was going to look after you anyway. Zealand, I am proud of what I am. Proud to be a guardian of peace. And if maintaining peace means getting my hands dirty, I am ready to do just that. But when I look at these children, I can't help hoping that they won't grow up like us. Is that arrogant of me? Do you think? I want us to be the end of it. The last guardians of peace. I dream of a day when the realm doesn't need people like us anymore. I don't think it's foolish to want that. And because of you, Ziluan, I think that dream might come true.
Get out of the way, Ziluan. Listen to us. It has to be done for the sake of the village.
What is this? What's going on?
Bailuan. And you're here too, Chul.
Does the village chief know what you're trying to do?
He does. The child they brought here is related to those rebels, the ones being hunted down by the Han. If the Han find out we're harboring the blood of traitors, we'll be considered traitors too. But Ziluan...
Ziluan. Please, just hear him out. That child.
No, stay as you are, Ziluan. Have you all forgotten our duty? We are bound to bring peace to the realm, to protect it. We are not here to serve the Han, least of all when it would require handing over an innocent child to be put to the sword.
We know that. But if we don't give them this child, every man and woman in this village will suffer the same fate.
So instead of doing what's right, you'd rather live in a world where the Han can kill anyone who disobeys them? Listen to me, all of you. There was once a hermit who helped Emperor Gaozu found the Han Dynasty. That hermit was our forefather, the original guardian of peace. His goal was to find those who possessed the right qualities and teach them how to preserve peace in the realm. It was never to submit to the whims of a dying kingdom, to slaughter the weak and those deemed enemies by virtue of their birth. The Han is in its death throes. It cannot be saved, not by us nor anyone. Now is the time to stand up against it, to fulfill our true duty as guardians of peace. We must find the hero of this age and bring peace back to this land. Come, let us talk to the chief. Together, we can decide what should be done.
Storm clouds are gathering, and the sky is growing dark. I always knew it wouldn't end with the village's destruction. Ziluan, this is your last chance to turn back. This may sound strange coming from the one who set you on this path, but what awaits you is likely a past better left forgotten. I won't force you to do anything that you don't want to, least of all for my benefit. So your resolve remains unshaken. You are truly a strong man, Ziluan. Truth be told, sometimes I wonder if I've done the right thing. Perhaps it would have been better if your past had stayed forgotten. And yet, I couldn't help but try to achieve something my father never could. I thought that perhaps that I could finally claim to have surpassed my father, the man they called a saint. In the end, this has all been for my own selfish ends. Forgive me. Maybe it would have been better if you had never met me. Still, it's you who wants to confront your past. I set you on that course, and I cannot turn away from you now. This is my responsibility, and I will not abandon it.
Ziluan, you did well to stand up against them. It took some convincing, but the chief finally agreed that our decision was the correct one. We saved the child's life, but now comes the hard part. We must fool the Han and convince them the child does not exist. If he were to be found here, the village would be in great danger. And of course you know that not everyone was happy with what you did. But listen, Ziluan. This was not a mistake. I have been preparing for this moment. It simply arrived sooner than I had expected. It is time to begin our mission. We must find the hero of the age, a man to whom we can pledge our support. Juha, Ziluan, will you lend me your strength and become my wings?
You didn't need to call us here for that. I've already decided. The three of us are going to make our dream of peace come true.
I believe it. With the strongest warriors in the village at my side, I know we can succeed. But promise me, both of you. Once you have found the hero of the age, you must tell me. Then together, we will give him our support and build a new world of peace.
Ziluan. Thank you. I was frozen, unsure what to do. It seems I was more constrained by the village and its regulations than I had thought. This is the true face of the village's strongest warrior, who has reaped the ambitions of so many. How weak I am compared to you. Surprised? You didn't expect me to admit to any weaknesses, I bet. But I feel like I can tell you now, because I know I can trust you. Your ancestors lived outside both the rules of the village and the reign of the Han. I've been told they were a proud people. The truth is, there was never any reason to tie yourself to the village. You always had the means to leave. You have the freedom to fly far, far away from this place, wherever your destiny might lead you. I want to go on that journey with you, and Bailuan too. Into a world of peace, where we can all soar free.
Bailuan, we've confirmed that the invaders are government forces. They already have the village completely surrounded.
How? What happened to our scouts? And even if they have somehow discovered the child's existence, how did they mobilize so quickly?
An informant. Perhaps someone who disagreed with the position you took.
You mean a traitor in the village? Someone rebelling against my decision?
You all need to run. I'll buy us some time.
Juha, you can't.
Please, Baiwan. Look after Ziluan. He was never just a stray we took in. He's so much more precious than that. Now listen. I am the strongest fighter in this village, and you two will only get in my way. Do not try to follow me. You have to live, Ziluan. Live, and create the world we dreamed of.
Juha, wait! Foolish girl! Siluan, after her! I cannot fly with only one of my wings. We have to save her!
Juha entrusted you with her dream. She knew she would never be able to realize that dream. Yet she believed he would make it come to pass. Perhaps my father believed something similar. But Juha survived, and she appeared before you. Does that mean... No. It couldn't. Things are drawing to a close, Ziluan, and I will be at your side until the end.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What's wrong, Zuluan? Why aren't you saying anything? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful. Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Ziluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. on your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and allying with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.
Chuha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Chuha you saw was a mirage, created by your own sense of guilt. That seems to be the logical conclusion. Zuluan, I believe now is the time for you to face the real Chuha. You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Chuha, Bai Luan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Zuluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace. I investigated your village and went through just about every relevant text I could find. It took a great deal of time. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Zuluan. I would understand if you wish to avoid learning the truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
So you remember, we fought the government forces that came to purge our village and were cut down. And now, you know, I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past, born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you. Ziluan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. Well, I haven't really decided just yet. That's sad. I've always thought of visiting the land where my father studied medicine. Perhaps now is the time. As for you, Ziluan, you will be fine without me. Now that you know who you are, you're free to live your life as you wish. My, how you've changed. Ziluan, you're nothing like you were when we first met. The old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds. But yes, despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty? Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, they passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just as Chuha passed her dreams and ideals on to you. Which is a roundabout way of asking, would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Ziluan. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.
There you are, Ziluan. I see you are still with Liu Bei, assisting him in his struggle to stop Cao Cao. That is good. But what is going on? What is Liu Bei trying to do by taking this many commoners with him as he flees? Impossible. Cao Cao's army will inevitably catch up to them. Whatever his reason is, this will most likely end in a great deal of casualties. Why will he not run and leave the people behind? Even Cao Cao would not attack commoners who are away from their lord. And why would they not try to leave Liu Bei? This many individuals displaying such loyalty to one man at the risk of their own lives, that is absurd. I had only thought of Liu Bei as a simple tool, but... What? Spreading his beliefs and dragging his people into war. I suppose that is befitting of what people usually call a hero. And as with all so-called heroes, wherever Liu Bei goes, destruction and violence follow. No matter the words they use to glorify their cause, in the end, each of them sacrifices people for their goals. And judging from how dire this current situation is, perhaps he is even more dangerous than Cao Cao. I see Cao Cao's army is caught up. So, what will Liu Bei do now? Cling on to his conviction, accept the casualties, and continue on. I shall watch carefully. Zuluan, I thought you served Cao Cao, but now I see you in the camp of Liu Bei. I see. Liu Bei has an important role to play. He's to eradicate Cao Cao, and through him, the Han. He must be protected.
The heart of the sacred bird has grown still and cold. The young boy grew to be a man, and over the years, grief and remorse gave way to rage and hatred. Wandering the boundless world, searching for the purest revenge, thirsting and starved, bleeding from the body as well as the soul. And then he came upon the people of the North. But how could you possibly fathom what lies within his heart? How can one who has forgotten everything possibly see into the mind of one who remembers everything? The paths taken by the two of you shall never cross. Now there is only one way to reach the end. Through your shared trust and mutual resolve.
Zuluan, I'll be waiting for you in the north. Come to me, and bring Cao Cao with you.
The heart of the sacred bird has grown still and cold.
Do you mean to kill me, Zuluan? It would be a fitting end. But first, there's one thing I never could understand. After this, I will ask nothing more. So tell me, with the little conqueror slain, Wu has lost all of its heroes. Those left are no longer capable of heroism. They simply wield their strength as their lord commands. In spite of this, you follow the path of Wu. For what? And for whom do you fight? And fighting alongside the remnants of Wu benefits you in some way? I find it very difficult to understand what you are thinking. We've always lived as dogs on the leash of tyranny, forced to partake in slaughter after slaughter for what is said to be some great cause. The screams of those who fell at our hands, the grief of the villagers. Surely even you have heard the pain we left in our wake. And yet, you still shamelessly cling to the powers that bind you. I have nothing left to say to you. Hurry up and kill me.
No, do not kill him.
Sun Quan.
It's just as you say. There are no heroes in Wu. I'll never be anywhere near as great as my father and brother. And on my own, I'd be lucky to be able to protect myself, let alone bring prosperity to an entire kingdom under my rule. However, I am not alone. I'm surrounded by people of wisdom and bravery, and I know that together, we can accomplish anything. This might seem like a ploy to win you over, but all who reside in our kingdom support each other as a family. And together, we will be a force for good, bringing peace to our world. That is my dream for the future of Wu.
You dare say such things after how brutally you crushed the Shan Yue. You are arrogant beyond redemption.
Yes, I suspected you might say as much. Bai Luan, was it? Just watch and you'll see. I will make every last member of the Shanyue, and even you, into heroes who fight for peace.
Zuluan. There's no need to be so defensive. I have not come to harm Sun Quan. So, they say Sun Quan is going to war with Cao Cao. Cao Cao has taken control of the Emperor and is now wielding the power of the throne to establish dominance over the Central Plains. I cannot turn a blind eye to his tyranny. If Sun Quan is going to fight him, then I want to help him do it. While all of you are engaging Cao Cao's main force in Jing, I will be assaulting Shu City to capture the Emperor. The Emperor is the foundation of Cao Cao's power. If we can take that advantage away from him, his influence will be greatly diminished. It's difficult to be sure, but I have the soldiers. There are entire factions of the Shanyue and the Wuhuan ready and willing to heed my call. But even so, I must admit that such a force on its own is nothing more than an unwieldy horde, which is exactly what brings me to you. I need a commander that can turn my rabble into an elite fighting force. Do you know anyone capable enough? I knew you would. If they come with your recommendation, I think it's safe to assume their abilities will meet my expectations. I will gladly meet with anyone you think is up to the task.
So, your plan is to head to Shu City to rescue the Emperor while Quan and the others are fighting in Jing.
Well, I can't say I care for the phrase rescue the Emperor, but the Emperor has become a powerless figurehead. Whether or not tyranny will plague the land depends on those who guard him. We would likely be better off killing him, but I would rather see him with Sun Quan than under Cao Cao's control.
I suggest you show a bit more respect, Bai Luan. We will rescue the Emperor as loyal retainers of Han.
I won't apologize. You can back out if you wish. In fact, I'm amazed that you agreed to this to begin with, given our history. My actions brought about your deaths, or so I believed. Who could have guessed that we would end up on the same side of a battle?
You don't seem too pleased. But as it happens, there are many things we'd like to say to you. For one, I admit I've made a bad habit of taking things too far. I got so obsessed with building up and defending Wu that I became deaf to the voices of the Shanyue and the people of Jiangdong. By joining forces with you, we may be able to get at least a little closer to making amends to those we've wronged.
Right. And this will also give us the chance we need to save Chuan. Convincing the world of my death is proving to be well worth the effort. I really did plan on never showing my face again, but I couldn't resist the opportunity to fight in such an important battle. But be warned, Guardian of Peace. If you dare try to lay even a finger on the Emperor, I will make you regret it.
Understood. Now, let's run through the strategy once more. Sun Quan will intercept Cao Cao in Jing. During this distraction, we will lead our troops in a surprise attack on Shu City to capture the Emperor. Of course, this is assuming that Cao Cao doesn't discover our plan. If their main force comes to the defense of Shu City, we won't stand a chance. Zuluan, you have full knowledge of our situation, but you will be the only one of us to fight alongside Sun Quan's forces at Jing. The fact that Sun Jian still lives, and that we are targeting Shu City, must be kept a total secret. You must make absolutely sure of it. I suppose I needn't worry. You have always been a man of very few words. With that settled, we will depart immediately. I'm counting on you, Zuluan. Together, we fly.
How can I ever thank you enough for curing my father of that dreadful disease?
It is I who should be thanking you. Your request allowed me to gain yet another valuable experience as a doctor. And I am always glad to be of service. Please tell him to take care of himself as he recovers.
I will. By the way, Master Yuanhua, do you plan on leaving town already?
Yes, I do. I've received word that my companion is waiting for me outside the castle. But I am not really sure where we will be going next. And with that, I bid you farewell. I hope you never need to see me again.
Master Yuanhua, please, wait!
Didn't I just say I hoped you'd never need to see me again? Is something wrong? Have I left something behind, perhaps?
No, it's just... Would you let me be your apprentice?
My apprentice?
I've already discussed it with my father. You're the only one who made a real effort to treat him when every doctor in town gave up, and you were the one to finally cure him. Watching you do that, it changed me as a man. I told my father, imagine if I could become a doctor like him.
An apprentice? I once would have dismissed the idea as undeserved flattery. But, yes, perhaps it's not such a bad idea. I do need someone to inherit all of the wisdom and knowledge passed down to me after all.
Then you...
I will accept you as my new apprentice. But know now that I have no idea what I will teach you, or how much.
Thank you so much, Master Yuanhua! Oh, Yuanhua is your courtesy name, isn't it? I think I should know the true name of someone who's to be my mentor. Would you mind telling it to me?
Oh, I suppose I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Hua Tuo. Please, call me Hua Yuanhua.
All right, it's a race!
I am a bird with no wings, dashed against the earth. Blood clouds my sight, blinding me to the true hero's visage. What sort of peace can possibly be built after so much needless death and so many forsaken ideals? The answer still eludes me. But Cao Cao is the hero you have chosen, and you have decided to carry on Juha's dream for the future. So for now, I'll be watching you, and hoping that the path you choose for the sake of her dream will bring peace to our world. I am a bird with no wings, dashed against the earth. Blood clouds my sight, blinding me to the true hero's visage. He rouses the people's spirits, and thereby stokes the all-consuming flames of war. Even if peace lies at the end of his path, will it be worth it? The answer still eludes me. Still, Liu Bei is the hero you have chosen. And you have decided to carry on Juha's dream for the future. So for now, I'll be watching you, and hoping that the path you choose for the sake of her dream will bring peace to our world. You've done splendidly, Zuluan. Cao Cao's forces have grown visibly weaker without the Emperor. It won't be long before Sun Quan builds the strength to overcome any rival. But don't ever forget that the moment Sun Quan strays from his path... Yes, as you should. I've come only to remind you of that. I have no further business here. I'm leaving. I'm the guardian of peace that resides in the shadows. Reason would suggest that I am returning to the darkness. Farewell, Zuluan. Take care, and live well. Even without the wings to fly, there are still paths before me here on the ground that are worth taking. Paths that will lead the world to peace.
Go, Zuluan. You have found your path. You found comrades to accompany you. And you're certain to reach it. A land of peace.
Zuluan. Why are you here? I see. So that jade has been with you all along. These jade pendants are an auspicious symbol. A hidden treasure of the guardians of peace. Beyond the fog, in the mountains around this village, there are a great number of flowering trees. It is said that those trees bloom during times of peace and rot in periods of chaos. This pair of jade pendants was made from the gemstone dug up from underneath their roots. They've been passed down since the time of our forefathers to guide us in our fight toward a peaceful age. It was our custom to pass them down to the village chief and our strongest warrior. Chula said, you were the one worthy of that honor. When you appeared before me as an enemy, I thought you had lost your jade and left us behind completely. But it seems we were looking at the same light. We were simply walking different paths toward the same goal. Although the signs of war have not yet faded, the people are full of hope for the future. The light residing within the jades, the trees in full bloom. They represent that hope. From here on out, it falls to us to protect it, though we will do so from our own separate paths.